You are Madeline, a young adult whose quest is to find herself. Your goal? Mount Celeste. It's her way to prove herself she's able to do things when she puts her mind to it. But now, just for a little bit of context, Celeste is an indie platformer that came out in 2018 and which I didn't know much about when I bought it for less than $10 on Steam 2 years ago. But there is a reason it got nominated for Game of the Year when games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, and God of War got released. And little did I know that Celeste would become, even to this day, my favorite game of all. Now let's get back to the review, shall we? And let's start with the gameplay. As said before, Celeste is a platformer. Its base mechanics are pretty simple. Move around, jump, hang, climb, and dash. A multi-directional jump that goes straight in any desired direction, providing a lot of mobility, and which you can only regain its charge after either touching the ground, collecting those green orbs, or some additional exceptions we won't be talking about. The dash is what makes the heart of Celeste. It's its unique ability which provides a simple gameplay on the surface, but that will transform in much more complex wall jumps and wave dashes later into the game. Your goal is to get to the top of Mount Celeste through 7 chapters, an 8th epilogue level and a 9th level that is not part of the base story since it's a free DLC that was later added into the game. Across the levels, you'll encounter multiple challenges and many platform related mechanics adding themselves throughout the adventure. Like these blocks that use physics in chapter 1, or those bubbles that boost you in the air like additional dashes, or even the wind that pops up in level 4 and which changes the whole rhythm of the game. The different chapters and new gameplay mechanics all offer a great gameplay that never gets the time to be repetitive. As for its art style, just like you've probably seen throughout the captured gameplay, Celeste uses pixel art, but a really beautiful and fluid one which doesn't make the game feel like it was on a budget. It is, I would say, gorgeous. You'll travel across many different and colorful levels with each their own themes and feelings. On top of the visuals, the soundtrack, composed by Lena Raine, is absolutely genius. It makes the game feel alive, it blends within the game like they are one, and is in general an absolute banger I unironically listen to from time to time for background music. The story of Celeste is pretty deep. Along her adventure, Madeline will encounter the old woman, Theo, Mr. Oshiro, and who the community has called Madeline. They all play a significant role in Madeline's mental progression, because yes, Celeste is more of a psychological challenge for Madeline than a physical one. You see, the mountain is more of a metaphorical representation of Madeline's progression in her mind. And while, don't get me wrong, she does end up reaching the top of Celeste, the journey is more about Madeline's obstacle in her head. It gets much deeper than that, but I'll let you discover and analyze this game's deep storytelling on your own. Madeline is the recurrent enemy in the story and is quite literally Madeline. You see, she's another version of her, that little voice in her head which tells her that she can't do it and that keeps pulling her down, not by anger, but by fear. Fear of failure. Madeline, through her ascension, has to learn how to live with these emotions and her personality, and has to face and learn who she really is. To add up, I will mention once again that the music and the way emotions are expressed in this game are truly amazing. The adventure is honestly breathtaking. The core of Celeste. Celeste is a really hard game. Many people will struggle, and that perfectly puts you in the shoes of Madeline. This is where the game goes from great to even better. You are immersed in the story as you live through Madeline and her struggles. It is a work on her just as much as it is one for you, the player. Your determination is tested just like hers is. Your patience and perseverance are put to the test just like hers are. You don't play Madeline, you live Madeline, and it is so satisfying and immersing for this exact reason. The game is intended to be played as a challenging experience. However, it fortunately doesn't necessarily mean frustrating per se. And Celeste does a wonderful job at not being infuriating and making you restart at the beginning of the level each time you die, making you lose 30 minutes. Its strategy? A clever use of space. You traverse the mountain within frames or screens. Once you are done with a frame and move on to the next one, you get a checkpoint. You basically always restart at the start of the screen you are in. Deaths are not fatalities, they are part of learning. I'd however mention that if the difficulty still scares you away from the game, fear no more, as Celeste includes a difficulty setting which is wonderfully introduced and balanced. It is specifically mentioned that you should not be ashamed of using it and that everyone is free to live their experience the way they wish to. You can customize your experience to your liking, and that's really neat game changer compared to the simple easy, medium, and hard settings most games offer without any real thought out balance. The challenge is real, and the way it is integrated is amazing. As for its length, the story/main game takes about 5 to 8 hours to complete. It will mainly depend on how much you focus on side content and your skill. However, there is a reason I have 55 hours on Celeste without completing it 100%. The side content is really good. There are strawberries, hearts, and tapes to collect throughout each levels. Strawberries are just there to flex. They are hidden throughout each levels and represent small challenges. Then, there are the cassette tapes. Those ones are even more hidden than the strawberries, and once you collect them, you unlock the B-sides of each level. B-sides are harder variations of the base game chapters, and once you complete them, you unlock the C-sides, which are, while shorter, well, even harder. Achieving those B and C sides will give you red and yellow hearts, but there are also blue hearts for each base levels hidden in the main A sides of them. They are relatively hard to find, but it's still a lot of fun. Finally, amongst the moonberry and the golden winged strawberry are the harder challenges, the golden berries, which require you not to die in an entire level to collect them. All that to say that the game offers great replayability and challenge variety. I really like how optional these collectibles are, making you feel comfortable not playing through all of what the game has to offer. All ways to play Celeste as a whole are fun and offer flexibility over what you want or don't want to experience from the game. Now for a brief summary. We have a great gameplay that offers real challenge, a beautiful art style and a great soundtrack, a very well written story that is tied to the gameplay, and a playtime that is easily accessible yet that offers great replayability. All of that for dirt cheap! The only bad things I have to say, honestly, is that I wish the game was a tiny bit more focused on the story and that the devs would have made a little bit more levels. But that's all I have to complain about, and it's really just a testament to how much I love this game. You should definitely give it a try, and obviously, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Thank you for watching. See you whenever I can. Special notes for the ones who stayed until the end. This is my first video, and while it may show through its quality, I hope you could enjoy it, and I would gladly take any constructive criticism in the comments down below. I plan on making a video every month or two, but it's pretty unsure for the moment whether or not I'll be able to do so, as I have a pretty busy schedule. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.